an arms dealer. Wedding jihad, dozens killed in another Afghan attack. Although Obama promised that Afghanistan is not going to be a source of terrorist attacks again. Yeah, that lasted real long. January 1st, Taliban army fired rockets into a village during a wedding. And what is the death count here? 28 people dead. 28 people dead and another 30 or 40 that are wounded, missing legs and arms. And it's 51 wounded. So that's 70 people in this small village, which is probably a good percentage of the village. Yeah. What do we got now? Hijab homicide bombers. New Year's triple jihad bombing. Kills 7 in Nigeria. The hijab women are now strapping bombs. I guess I would too if I had to wear a hijab. If I had to wear a hijab and I had to know that my husband was raping babies, I'd probably strap a bomb to myself in a heartbeat. Which isn't so bad, but then they go and kill other people in the process. So this outfit, they strap a bomb to them underneath their burqa thing, and then they go stand outside Christian churches. And as church gets out, they detonate and kill as many Christians as they can. In one instance, it was actually a mosque. Of course, when there's not enough Christians around, Muslims will kill anybody. They're really not picky when it comes to that. They like killing Christians. They love killing Jews. But in a pinch, I mean, they're not racist. They're not bigots. They'll kill anybody. They just need to behead, a few people a day and make their numbers because they're savages. And I think we're about a minute early, but I think we're going to go ahead and take our break here because, again, I'm left with stories that will actually take a little bit longer than I have before the break. So stick around. We'll be right back.
A penny for your thoughts? Sorry, ideas are priceless. AM 1050 KCAA.
Tom O'Halloran has a not-so-common core spelling lesson for the Obama administration. Ready? There is no K in America.
There's kids that can't pray in school, $100 tanks of gas. I can tell you right now, this country ain't supposed to be like that. No, that ain't my America. That ain't this country's roots. You wanna slam, hold on to Sam, but I ain't letting you. Yeah, I'm mad as hell, and you know I still bleed red, white, and blue. They ain't us, and that ain't my America. Oh no, that ain't my America. No, 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 no. That ain't my America.
Welcome back. This is still Jihad-On-America, and I am still your host, Tom O'Halloran. And we did the chat room roll call a little bit earlier in the show at the last break, and one of my regular dear friends is here now, wasn't then. She had to reboot her computer, but Sean Clark Dorn and her husband, Roger Dorn. They do Far Right No Apologies right here on KCAA 1050. It's on Friday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific time. It's a 2-hour show. It's a show just preceding mine every Friday, and you need to tune it in. Roger's show just gets better and better every week. Okay, coming up next, Allah in our schools. Yes, our schools right here in America. I told you we talk about Islam at home and abroad. This is the at home part. Now, while teachers and students alike are told to remove crosses that they may wear around their neck because the crosses might offend somebody. In our schools, they are teaching Allah. They're teaching Islam from kindergarten right on through college. The textbook publishing business has been deluged with money from Saudi Arabia over the past couple of decades, and it's grown and grown and grown, and it's getting to the point now where virtually every state has organizations. In Texas, there's an organization called Truth in Textbook Support, Truth in Texas Textbooks.com. And it's a group of citizens through a organized chair are reviewing hundreds of textbooks, both for content and for parody. They're not trying to take everything about Islam out, but they want the truth about Islam, not this whitewashed, isn't Islam wonderful thing. But they also don't want 15 pages about Islam and 2 paragraphs about Christianity. Now, it should be per capita. I mean, if we were 98% Christians in this country, then it should be 98 pages on Christianity and 2 pages on Islam. But that's neither here nor there. But the money is going in, and it's going into the wrong side. So people are going to start reviewing these books and getting it cleaned up. Some of the things that are turning up, and people don't even know this until they accidentally just take a look at their kids' school paperwork, go to a PTA meeting, sit in on a classroom to see what's happening. But some of these lesson plans, students are taught the 5 pillars of Islam. Students are made to recite, all people must submit to Allah. There is no God but Allah, and Allah is great, among other Muslim prayers. Now, those words shouldn't be made to be said by anybody, but if you don't recite them in class, you don't get a passing grade. That is very, very wrong. Classes unrelated to history or religion often morph into Islamic propaganda. Lesson plans promote Sharia law, polygamy, and burqas. Sometimes students have to recite the Pledge of Allegiance in Arabic, saying, "One nation under Allah." A Saudi-funded 3-week program on Islam has students living as Muslims, during which time, among other things, they recite Muslim prayers and chants and are prohibited from wearing a cross or saying the name Jesus. How in the hell are our schools getting away with making our kids say there is no God but Allah, and refusing to allow them to utter the words Jesus? These teachers, these administrators that allow this need to be taken out, tarred and feathered. I was going to say taken out and shot, but that might be a little bit severe. Students must write about how, if they were a travel agent, they would put together a travel package promoting the golden age of Islam. Students are taught that Muslims worship the same God as Christians and Jews. Textbooks include the Muslim call to prayer. They whitewash Islam, denigrate Christians and Jews, and describe Muslims as a wise spiritual leader, a gentle merchant with a strong moral compass, and a man who is deeply concerned about the mistreatment of others. Well, except for the raping and beheading part, maybe. Student field trips bring them to mosques where the students are given Qurans, told to kneel down and pray to Allah, and told that Muslims treat those they conquer better than minorities are treated in the United States. No, they behead their conquerees. A curriculum used a video that framed non-Muslims as bigots and enforced blasphemy laws. Lessons teach more about Islam than any other faith. Students must write essays about what it would be like to travel in Mecca. Fill-in-the-blank assignments include answers, and remember, answers that you must get right to get a passing grade. The answers must read, Islam at heart is a peaceful religion, and most Muslims' faith is stronger than the average Christian, among other lies. Qurans are introduced to the classroom. Yeah, try to get your teacher to introduce Bibles and see how quickly the media, the ACLU jump down your throat. Muslim clerics, members of CARE, the Council of American Islamic Relations, that is a Muslim Brotherhood front group. Egypt has declared it so. The United Arab Emirates has declared it so. And the United States had them declared as such until Obama took office. So these guys and representatives from Islamic centers come into the classrooms to observe and or lecture. Female students are made to wear burqas as a part of a lesson on Islam. Lessons that teach about terrorists. Terrorists must be called freedom fighters. Students are required to study Arabic. One teacher was forced to resign after making critical statements about Obama and Islam on a talk radio program. I guess I'd have to resign too. CARE accused a teacher of being a racist because she drew an analogy between the Taliban and Hamas during lessons on bullying. Christian teachers are harassed. No, wait a minute. Let me go over that one again. CARE accuses a teacher of being a racist because his teacher drew an analogy between the Taliban and Hamas. Okay? Hamas is a terrorist organization. The Taliban is a terrorist organization. These people refuse to allow girls to go to school, so in effect, they do bully these girls. And they're being called a racist for pointing this out. Muslim holidays are added to school calendars. In many situations, parents were kept in the dark about Islamic propaganda that's being peddled into the schools, and they only learned about it after seeing something on the children's homework assignments. Unfortunately, we're finding out about it in dribs and drabs. For the most part, parents are still in the dark. My friends, I beg of you, get involved with your kids' homework. Get involved in your kids' school. Get your grandkid. Do it if you don't have kids. If your kids are grown, do it with your grandkids. If you know somebody that has kids, get them to look at it. They're stealing our children's minds. They're going to turn our children into worshipers of a goat-raping pedophile. Don't let them kill your children this way. Wake up, America. It's a new year. It's time to open your eyes. And with that, a blessed 2015 to each and every one of you. Good night, America. This is God bless you and yours. This is Tom O'Halloran. I'm out.